a reading for you that lands on this video. I see that in the early past you might have been quite frugal, that you have been having a little extravagance or control, loss of control over money. You have been using money that you don't have, and because some of you have not been careful with money, or can be materialistic property, but most likely money in itself, that you have been trying to control money that might not have been yours, that you have been using money that you don't have, so that you now feel quite poor. You that lands on this video might have been going through quite, not surprisingly, after Christmas time, a period where you feel like you don't have the money for what you need. Many of you feel quite left out, or you might have left someone out because you have been too greedy. And now the consequence is that you have been putting yourself in a situation that is quite difficult. And as I said, been giving you some financial problems. Now is the time that I see for many of you that partnership, commitment, and even reconciliations with a partner or someone dear, close to your heart, this is no matter if it can be a friendship, it can be a family member, it can be a friend, and it can be a partner, in love, that you are willing to have a commitment with. Many of you that have been in this financial situation and now is having material problems, I see that many of you might even I feel like some of you even is dealing with a house. The advice is to go into commitment with some family members, whether that's brother, sister, father, mother, children, it can, if not siblings, then close family. I feel like a generational family, like some of you might be going into a partnership or a commitment with a family member to sort these financial problems out, because now you are maybe in a situation, maybe this is some qualities that you have been dealing with most of your life, that you are not used to thinking about your financial situation, or you have been reckless, and you have been saved maybe in the last moment, but now there is something that has happened here that has put you in a situation, whether that is because you had lost control of your situation or your finances, or that you have been extravagant, as I said. There is something about you not willing to listen to advice. You have been warned about this, I feel. This is not something that is, oh my God, I didn't know that. This is something you have been warned about, or people have told you to control your money or not do this or have this behavior. But you have thumped through it and just did what you wanted anyway. And now you are dealing with the consequences of that. I feel like some of you might even have been in a relationship, because if I should look at it with love, I feel like some of you have been not, how can I put this in English? Some of you have not, or have, now some of you have been taking your partner for granted and is now left out in the cold. Some few of you didn't expect your partner to turn around and fire you, divorce, take out a divorce or leave you. You thought maybe you had the control, but the card tells me that some of you don't, especially in love, don't have that control anymore and has now been thrown out in the cold and is feeling quite desperate, I feel. And you might be hoping for a new partnership if that's you, or you might been looking for a commitment. I feel like some of you even hope for reconciliation, but for those of you that hope for the reconciliation with a partner, that partner has made it clear at this point now, that they made it clear to you that they won't take you back. It will take a lot because you have probably had many chances and you have been very frugal and extravagant with it and trying to control the situation like you want to have it, and now you are paying the price for that, and you might regret that quite a lot, but I feel like that's too late. This is not, even though some of you is hoping for reconciliation, it won't be that. But if there's someone that you have family with, you can try to let me see. There is no doubt, my dear, that you need to do some sacrifices here. This is welcome to the pause room. You need to have a little ice in your stomach and just wait and see. And try to cherish your family, because I feel like many of you are feeling left out from family, but it might be you that just feel it's like that, because you are maybe overanalyzing everything and very protective, and maybe you are very determined to have this resistance and feel like they all are challenging you in some way. I see here that you are on the defensive side. But you are recommended to be creative and enthusiastic and motivated at this time. Because if you go in with this commitment with this family member, or if you even, I feel like this is for some of you also that lands on this video, that you might have, that you are not speaking so much with your family members. Maybe you feel left out, or left out in a call by some family members or sisters, mother, father, but it might not be that bad. It might be you, especially if you are a earth sign or a water sign. You can be any sign, but I feel especially if you have sun, moon, or rising in Capricorn, or that you might have some sun, moon, or rising in Sagittarius. Let's see. And even some of you that might have be a water sign, that Pisces is also making itself a little known here. So I feel like this is the time to reconciliation with that family member, because that would be the best for your interests. That to you that lands on this video, I feel like there is this, maybe you have just met or seen someone that you like. That might be your chosen one, because the partner and this commitment that this is talking about is something that is, what is that in English? Is blessed by the heaven, blessed by the angels, this relationship, this partnership, this commitment, this person, this other one. And you want to share your cup of love with this person. And this might be the person that some of you even starts a family with. Because I feel like family and partnership is the theme for you. It's a lot of nostalgia for many of you. And the result of these financial problems, or this home, or this materialistic thing that you are going through now, this ice cold winter financially, it might be that you are quite materialistic, that you need to take away some illusions before your eyes, because I feel like many of you have this dependency and this illusion when it comes to sex and money, that this is something you're trying to control. And you know that you cannot control anything that's outside of you. You can only control what's inside of you. So money is always in the danger of being lost and gone, I feel like many of you might have this idea and will try to triumph your power. But you are recommended to not be selfish, not be greedy, not be lying and doing things the wrong way. You should have this this mindset of nostalgia and childhood and memories, and not have this egotistic mind. Because if you do that, you will regret it very, very much. So try to be creative and enthusiastic and stay motivated, and take this as a challenge, and be determined, and try not to do too much resistance. Because if it's you that are the reason to this financial and materialistic loss, if you are the reason behind the problems, you should not put up this resistance and be selfish, But if you are the victim in this, let me put it like that. I'm Norwegian, so you must have me excused for my English. But you should not be giving in for this egotistic family member or partner. You should be the one that is determined and gives resistance, and stand your ground like that, because there is a danger here that they will try to use their power over you again. Because as I said, this is for you that are the victim of this, not you that have caused this, because you have another way to go through this than the ones that if you are the family member that has been fooled or controlled or been the victim of this, you should be determined and have this resistance and stand your ground at this time. And I feel like many of you will buy some time. Let me see, 3 or 4 months. There will be some illusions that will be cleared, and you will see that if you are not seeing this now, that you are being controlled and manipulated, you will have a realization of that within, from now until 3 months. So I would say by April, the month of April, you will see things clearly, and that you have been lied to and tried to, that someone has fooled you, quite honestly. So try to be creative and enthusiastic and motivated by this, and stand your ground. But for you that things might not be sorted out right now for most of you. So I feel, but within this time period of 4 months, 3 to 4 months, things will be a little clearer for all of you involved in this, no matter where you stand, if you are the victim or the perpetrator that has done this to his partner, her parents, her children, his children, things will be clear, but try not to be too much selfish in this, and try to think, have a clear mind, but also have a little nostalgia, and think about the memories, and I feel this is not from the cards again. So many times the angels is telling me that some of you might have been I feel like you might be a parent that has had children that is, how can I put this? Maybe you have spoiled your child. or your child is materialistic, and that you are going through a ice cold winter, some of you, with your children at this time. Maybe some of you are cut out from your children, that you can't see your children at this point, or the children don't want to see you, or you don't want to see your children. You know, when I say children, I just don't talk only about children under 18. I'm talking about grown children, because though you are a parent, there is a difference between a child that is 13 and rebellion, you know, than a 25-year-old or 30-year-old child that is not having a good personality and is using you as a parent when they should be standing on their own 2 feet, you know. So that was a little long, because, so be patient, my love. This will get sorted out by this time period, and be careful of who you trust, and have a clear mind. And this will, if you want a private reading, you can contact me on my DM, and we can put out some of my prices and time and what you can get for it. So you will get much help in return for what little the cost is, because I want everybody to afford to have a reading, you know. So I try to be on the cheap side, so that everyone can afford to have some help, you know, and clarity and advice. So good luck, my love. This will be sorted out, as I said, in a period of months, 3 months or 4 months. In the spring, and have your eyes wide open for someone trying to misuse their power over you. Stand your ground if you are the victim, and if you are the perpetrator in any way of the matter, you should try to be nostalgic and creative and do what's right. Don't continue on the path that has led you to where you are now, you know. So that's all for you that landed on this video. It was quite long, so love and light.